What's good? What's good, y'all? It's your boy, the Rinnegan, back at it again with another episode of First We Beats, y'all. Man, I apologize for not having one yesterday. Had to do some family things yesterday, family event, and today it's been kind of crazy too because it's the holidays, and I've been like cooking and getting things prepped for tomorrow because there's big family dinner tomorrow. So I had to do a lot of stuff today, and I'm just glad I was able to get into the studio now. So this is a little bit later than I normally do it, but who gives a shiznit? I'm here, and that's what matters. So let's get started. Um, let me let me check the live chat real quick. I gotta get it set up. All right. Dope, 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 dope. Okay, cool. Yeah, so welcome, welcome. We're gonna cook some beats up today, and that is on the menu right now. So I got this cool little, drum, piece I put together. It's super simple because why overcomplicate shit? I will do some episodes in the future where I really like go into depth on doing drums and like how to get them super interesting and like how to get them really dialed in. But this is something that's super simple, and sometimes like simple is just always better. And so here we go. Super simple, y'all. I'll bring this up. I like that. So let's just mess around with the instruments and see if we can come up with a melody that suits this vibe. Let's see. There's something there, but we need to just try to dial it in a little bit more smoother. So let's try to record some. What is this? 8 bar riff. Let's try it with yeah. Let's just try to do it with 8 bars. Why not? Actually, hold on. That's not bad. I like that. That's kind of cool. I'm feeling that. So let's try to, see how we can do it with the bass real quick. See if we can find something good. Trying to figure out this bass real quick. I want something a little less. I'm just gonna look for the bass real quick. Come on, yeah. So maybe za bass. Welcome to the session. Let's rock, yo. I like that. Let's rock with that. It's kind of cool. I'm debating whether or not if I should take another stab at it. Yeah, get 'em. Let's see what happens. I got this preset called Disgusting Bass, So let's see how it sounds with it there. Take the and then maybe I'll just do this. They'll be like, what? Bass distortion. And then what I'll do is I'll just take the saturator off and the Saint amp off. And then let's just see how that sounds. We'll blend. That's good, okay. 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 Bet. I'm contemplating. Should I add like? Maybe I add like. That's kind of cool. Curious to see what happens when I just. See what happens if I just like. Maybe if I just do a triple. We'll take it off. I don't think we need it. It was just interesting. I was curious to see if that would rock. But it's cool. I like it now. And let's see what happens with, you know. Maybe it needs a bell. Let's see what's up. Okay, cool. Let's rock it. No. I'm trying to work out a pattern here with these bells, man, but I don't know. Maybe the bell's not. Let's see what's up. Let's see if we can find a different bell. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Or maybe try something different. So let's try something different here. So Welcome, welcome. I gotta try one more time, but I'm gonna save that for the idea. But I gotta try one more time and see what happens. That's kind of tight. I kind of like that. That's cool. I like that vibe. So I'm gonna keep that. And I'm thinking that's either gonna be an outro or it's gonna be some type of bridge. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely gonna just like I'm gonna label this. I'm gonna do it like bridge. So I know bridge or outro. And this way, I'll know. And I'm gonna color code this one differently. So I'm gonna just do this one green. So I know. But I'm gonna mute it for now. Let me hear it one more time because I should kind of sound fly. That's cool. Yeah, so basically what I'm doing is I've got the bass, the kick, the drum. I got the drum sequences set down and I got the bass set up and I'm just working out the melodies and I want to stack them. So I'm usually doing it anywhere between 4-bar, 8-bar stacks. So basically to organize, if you really want to organize the way you produce beats and whatnot, is you want to stack them. So you just got your bass stacked, your level of importance, your drums and your bass and everything, and then you want to just stack melodies upon melodies and just kind of reverse them too. Like, you've got one melody one way, and then you use the same keys and you flip them a different way, and then you just keep stacking and stacking until you've got enough sounds, and then you basically bypass them all, go one by one, and you kind of just chop them. So you just cut them up into like 2-bar, 4-bar cuts, and then you just play with it. And then when it's time to arrange, you can arrange it the way you want it, and it's really simple that way. I mean, it's very easy, and I think I find it helpful, and whatnot. So we're gonna keep messing around with the sounds, but I like this little. It's definitely gonna be some type of outro or bridge because it's not something you want. It's a cool sound, but you don't want to overplay it. So you want to come right on time. So like, I'm gonna keep that in the bypass mode. So put that there. I bypass or deactivate it. That's gonna come later, and whatnot. So right now, let's hear what the beat without that lead. Let's mute these. I want a fresh palette. Like I want because like I've got these sounds and I've been in the zone, and so right now I'm just gonna have the drums and the bass play and then this electric piano, and then I'm just gonna work my way in. All right, so let's play from the top. I kind of like that a lot. So that's the electric piano. I'm using Arturia Lab or Arturia Analog Lab 5. This is the Morning Rose, so it's like a rose electric piano. So now let's try with the synth. I've got this Tokyo Dreams synth. So let's hear it. I like that. And what's cool is I am going to be playing with it because I've got this preset called Murder Melodies, so I am going to be doing some like reversing of the electric piano, maybe even the synth. We'll play around with it later. So this is kind of cool. So I'm liking this vibe. I want to add more sound. So let's just get to it. I'm going to open up a MIDI track. And remember, we got this really cool funk lead bridge that we're going to add on later. And right now, so let me, I guess I'll bypass the, oh, we didn't hear this part. Let me solo this real quick. That's kind of sick. That's a dirty lead right there. Which I think. Let's see. Lead. Yeah, it's a lead, but it doesn't say dirty, but it feels dirty to me. So you know what? I could play this. I could have this come in on the second half of a 16 bar verse, and that's kind of dope. Like I probably would have that like on the second half of a verse because it seems pretty dramatic. So like we'll just label this dramatic lead because it feels dramatic. You know, something that you want to build up. Did I just spell it wrong? Hilarious. Dramatic. There we go. Alright, so let's continue. My bad, I'm all over the place. I'm just excited, man. I've been really wanting to get in the laboratory and work on some, just cook up beats. I've been so fucking monstrously busy. And so this is my therapy session, man. This is just like what I love to do. Okay, so let's bypass this too. We just want to, and then we need to change that title to synth as well. I'm gonna call it 80s synth or some shit, because like that's what that shit sounds like. So let's continue. I like this piano. I think this piano is this is an electric piano, so this is gonna be like the main kahuna. But we're gonna reverse it and do all cool effects to it. So let's continue. So I'm thinking I want to do a pad, man. But let's try it. Let's do styles. We'll go 80s. And we're gonna do like what ambient. Let's try that. Lily's Dreams. Maybe I should do like a lower. Cause I got some high pitched stuff like in the upper registers, so maybe I should go lower, like a. And welcome. If you're feeling this beat, you're feeling what we're doing in here, please, smash that like button. Try another one, We vibing out, y'all. We cooking up. try it again. I want to try it again. There's a certain pattern that I'm looking for, and I want to add something to this to kind of keep it interesting. So let's do a submerge. Try something real quick. See what we got on the multi-pass. It's called like a pad stepper. That's kind of cool. Let's try hypnotized pads. That's kind of sick. Distort that shit. What is this? Crunch that bass. Let's boost it all the way. I kind of like that. And they got this cool like mix. maybe 65. That's pretty dope. I like that. FX. Alright. Let's try another sound. It's kind of cool. I'm gonna do more like effects on this shit later, but like, I just want to get the sounds out. Cause sometimes, like, when I do a pad, I want it interesting. I don't want it to be too boring, but I like the sound that it's doing right now. All right, let's go to Anna 2 cent. I love this thing. Let's see what we got here. What do we want to do? I'm thinking bells, man. I really like bells. Bells are like such a good instrument. Try ghostly or something. Ow. My bad, y'all. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna mess it. Oh shit, I was too fast on the gun. Damn it. Hold up. Let me fix that. I will fix that. Oh, come on, Anna 2 cents. Stop popping up on me. That's one thing that annoys the shit out of me sometimes when I'm in the zone and I get these crazy ass plugin pop-ups. Okay, I think I figured it out. Fuck! God damn it. Hold up. So it's... Damn pattern. There we go. Stick with me, y'all. Stick with me. kind of sick. I like that. I'm just getting the sounds together. Okay. I like that. Let's keep getting more sounds. I want to do some more shit. So, let me just mute these real quick. So that's the electric piano, and then now I feel like I'm missing something. Like there's something that I'm looking for, but I don't know what, and I won't know until I find it. And that's usually how it is sometimes. You're just seeking something. So let's try. Where are you, my friend? What do I need? I'm just gonna pick at random because that's usually how you gotta do it. What the fuck is a farfisa? Let's try this. Alright, let's try it out. Alright, let me just adjust the volume a little bit. Okay, that's kind of cool, but what's this dreamy organ about? It's kind of too organy, I guess. That could bode well. Let's see what happens. It sounds cool, but let's see what happens, man. That's kind of cool. Let me jam out, see what happens, you know? That's kind of cool. I'm thinking this could be like a chorus almost. That's the chorus. So let me just do like organ chorus section. It sounds like a chorus or it could be a bridge, but we're gonna mess around with the arrangements in a moment. So why don't we just start arranging this already? I mean, I've got some sounds here. There's some cool vibes here, and we may not even keep all of these, but I think it's a good start to I think I got a few melodies and some sound stacked. So let me just like deactivate those. Let me just activate these. All right, so let's start here. All right, so so why don't we do this? We are going to start with the intro, and I know how we're gonna do it. That's kind of cool, right? I already had it in my head that I want that. And then a beat starts right there. Verse goes right up in that bitch. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Boom. We're gonna move it over here. And then, and we're just gonna have that there. So, but I'm contemplating. So let's see what happens when we activate this hi-hat. Maybe we should have the hi-hat come in. Let's try this. We'll see what's up. It's an R form, yo. Arranging. That's kind of cool. I like that. So why don't I just put that there, and then we're gonna start these there, and then there. Let's try it again. Let's hear it from the top. Bring the bass up a little. All right, cool. Now, we've got other sounds. So this is kind of cool. So I'm thinking maybe this on here. Let's just try from the top of the verse. And I really like this synth. It's like an 80s style fucking vibe. So yeah, what? Yep. That's how I kind of just check to see if it's like, I'll be doing the yups and the yes. If it feels like you could rap on it, you're in the right spot. Yeah, what? That's kind of cool. And then alright, so I do like this dramatic lead. So let's see what happens when we play it from the top again, cause and we may have this 80s one up here at the beginning, but we'll see. That's the whole beauty of arranging. So let's start from the top. I'm having so much fun. You have no idea. Only beat makers and producers know. But welcome. I appreciate y'all for rolling through. I'm here for y'all. Let's do this. Drop a like if you're feeling this beat, you feeling what I'm doing. Let me know in the comments, in the live chat. How you feeling? How's it going? How's your week been? it sound like that lead gotta be in the chorus, right? So I'm contemplating. See that right there? It almost sounds like a chorus section. So why don't we move this here? And then let's just move this here. Alright. Maybe not have it in the beginning, because maybe you kind of want it to like breathe a little. So I've got this. Let's see what this part is. This is a pad FX. So let's just see what happens here. Could be for alright, so let's not use the pad FX. I feel like that's a bit too much. It's a bit too busy. You want the vocals to shine on the verse, so you can't have the verse section too nuts with it. So you want to save some of that musical grittiness, melodicness for like bridges and choruses. So we'll just keep that in the chorus section. So we're just gonna add a locator here. It's like a flag, so so we already know that this is a bridge or an outro, so we'll see. We won't mess with this just yet, but let's move on to this extra sound here. Oh, we already did that. Let's try this one. It's a bell, so let's see what's up with this. Maybe that'll be towards the end or something, end of the verse. That's a vibe. Put that over here. I like that. And then, so let's see what the chorus is all about. So we're just gonna start. Let's see what the chorus is going for. Alright, hold up. I'm gonna mess with it. I know it sounds kind of crazy. So you're going to. Ah, son of a motherfucker. Alright, hold on. My bad, y'all. I'm just organizing right now. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the snare, the kick. Yeah. And we are going to organize this chorus section. We want this shit to sound dope. And like I said, we may not keep everything. We may have to add some more sounds, subtract sounds to add more sounds. It's all about sound selection, man. And sometimes shit works out. Sometimes it don't. Alright, so what we're gonna do. Come on, yo. I'm so sick and tired of color coding. I have like OCD like that. I have to have everything in a specific color. I don't know if you guys have that type of problem, but I do. Alright, so I'm gonna mute these, and then let's just start with the organ chorus here. Okay, cool. So let's see when we add the pad to it. And remember, we're going to either take away sounds or we're going to keep them. say? I kind of like that. I'm just curious if I wasn't tripping or not. What we're going to do is we will bypass it, and then we're going to see what happens when we add this lead dirty vibe. And then we'll see what's up. That right there does not belong in the chorus. So let's play it without the pad and without that dramatic lead. I think we got a bridge set up here, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have, check this out, watch this, all right? This is how we do it in arrangement town. So verse over here, and then bridge here, right up after the hook over here. That's kind of nice. I like that vibe. And then third verse. Verse 3. Delete. This is fly, man. I like this. All right, we're gonna get to the bridge section now. This is how I like to make beats, man. I love bridges. You know, I'll do intros and outros all day. You know what? I'll add it. I'll add this little piece right here. And it sounds kind of tight right here too, so it won't be in the first verse, but it'll come back in the second verse. So I'm gonna leave this dramatic lead here. I had it at the back of my mind. Sick. The third verse as well, because why not? We need that goodness. We need that goody good. We like goodies. Love it. That's pretty cool. And then we gotta get to the outro. Okay. And then let's make sure. love it, man. Hell yeah. And then I'll put that there. And then I'm thinking it'll just kind of like, let's see. That's too abrupt. That was too abrupt. I'm sorry. Alright, hold up. Okay, cool. I'm liking that vibe. So let's mess with the piano a little bit. So we're gonna duplicate that, and then let's add some fucking epicness. So we're gonna do we'll call this electric piano wet, and then we're gonna add what you would call the murder melodies. Alright, that's kind of dope. Okay, so we got this kick right here. So let's kind of get this shit sounding a little bit more heavier. So we got what, the kick sub, or I don't think it's a kick sub. I'm not titling it just like a thumpy, you know. So let's go to the Destructo. Kind of just want to like dial this in real quick. It's really cool. Maybe 11. That's kind of cool. Alright, so let's mess around with this. So we are going to do a where's my drum rack? Alright, so we got the Chef's Omni channel, and then we got this virtual mix rack. We're gonna make these drums hit even harder, but we gotta make sure we're not peaking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to mess around with this automated volume, automation line here. I'm gonna bring this down to about minus 9 dBs. So the entire mix is gonna be about minus 9. But that's just like my guideline here. And then normally it's gonna come out to about -6, and that's the goal. Let's get the whole mix around -6 on the master bus. So let's mix. See, right now I've got the Chef's Omni channel, and I just turned it on. And before I go to that, before I play it, I gotta make sure that my drums aren't so crazy. So I'm gonna bring this down a little bit because it is a bit of a monster. So let's just bring it down here first. Bring it down a little. It should be fine. It's like yellowish, greenish. So let it. If it's yellow, let it mellow. So let's mess around with the Chef's Omni channel. Already thumping though. Take the thump off. So we got the compressor, we got the VCA, the FET, and the opto, and then we got this saturation. So let's mess around with it. Yeah, I like that. That's what I love about my chefs, because I can really just set it and forget it. Let's see what our I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. I kind of fly, man. Alright, so let's get the bass. We're gonna do this side chaining real quick. So, who's familiar with side chaining? Let me know in the comment section or in the live chat. Whenever you're listening. So I'm gonna just break it down for you in simple terms. Alright. You've got attack, release, and the ratio. Look. So my bass, it is the co-captain of this team. The captain of this team is the drums, specifically the kick. The kick is my captain, and the bass is my co-captain. You can't have one without the other. I'm sorry. That's my personal opinion, but everybody has their own. But in my opinion, this is just how I construct my shit. And I say the bass is the co-captain. Okay? So, they need to have balance. Alright? So, I got this roughly around 3-to-1 ratio. 0.04 milliseconds on the attack, and this release is around 129. It's gonna have almost a pumpy effect, but like what it's doing is it's pushing the bass down through the gain reduction business right here. It's pushing it, so when the kick comes in, the bass drops down in volume, and then when the kick leaves, that's when the bass comes in full charge. But if you dial it in right, it won't be so insane with the pumping effect. Sometimes you want it, sometimes you don't. But if you got it roughly around 129 milliseconds, that's a good start for the release. Alright, and I'm gonna demonstrate it real quick. Alright. You see how I'm boosting the release right here? Like I'm just going like 2 milliseconds or whatever the fuck. Or I think it says 2 seconds or some shit. But if I bring it back down slowly, but you see what it's doing. If I increase the knob, you can see this working overtime. But you see how it's kind of doing it right here where the arrow is. This is the gain reduction. Alright, make sure you have a compressor that has the sidechain function. Make sure you turn that on. And then this audio from, I just do it to my drum bus, and then the pre right here, and then that's it, you know. And then I've got this EQ thing going on here, and it's just kind of rolling off some of them lows, and then you can set it to the frequency of 200. And this kind of like makes the bass, in my opinion, a little bit more punchy, and it kind of saves that low end for the kick, you know, because you kind of want, like on the EQ spectrum, I think about like an orchestra, you kind of want the kick to kind of be the captain of that low end, and then you got the bass to kind of be that low end, mid rangey vibe, like somewhere in the, you know, somewhere around there, like 80 to 100 hertz, kind of roll it, even up to 200 hertz. You just kind of have to find the sweet spot. Like I said, trust your ears. It's all about balancing, and you know, just you'll be fine. But this is a great tool, you know, to kind of get those bass and kicks to meld together, like in cohesive, you know. So I mean, bro, seriously, when I was starting out being a beat maker and engineering, especially engineering, mixing and doing all that, mixing records, I can't tell you how frustrating it was trying to get the drums to blend and be a cohesive unit with the bass line, especially sub bass. And I remember when I'll play my music, I'll play like a beat that I did, or a song that I did with an artist, and we'll be in a bar, and the homie got the Bose system set up, like, you know, like you got the sound system all set up and everything sounds really dope, and then you play your mix and it sounds like total trash because your low end sounds like a fucking It's like someone like deep throated a microphone and started moaning into it. That's how bad it was. I was so pissed, so embarrassed. I just turned that shit off and I went home Kanye West style. Like, let me get my shit back. And I went back to the lab. And that's just usually how it went. But, anywho, we move. And yeah, I said anywho. See, like, I like that. Alright, so see that bass in that it sound nice. So let's do this piano. We gotta make sure this piano is for Zaya. Alright, I'm gonna mute these real quick and then real quick. Called the EP group. Yeah, so this is like bus compression, you just get a little bit of that love here, about 1 dB gain reduction. Just set the peak reduction until you get that little bit of that love. Ratio 150. I'm loving that chorus, man. This shit is fire. I don't give a fuck. Hell yeah. Yeah. I'm loving that bridge, man. meant to kind of kiss the one. That's vibey. I like that. This shit sounds sick. Alright. I'm like in the zone right now. So what do we got? We got this like lead dirty right here. So we're gonna let's activate the side chain for the EP. Bring them hi-hats up a little. Okay. Let's try some like other shit. Like I wanna do this delay right here. This looks kinda cool. So we're gonna do the Stella Echo. Oh man, that's that Oregon. Let me see. Yeah, that's that Oregon. Every fucking time that Oregon. I wonder if there's like a nah, there ain't no noise cancellation on that shit. You know, like for instance, for example, right here, this is the virtual channel. You can get this noise reduction button here. That's what they need. Arteria need to have that for some of their stuff, but that ain't no thing. We woo, we roll, we roll. But welcome, welcome. I appreciate you rolling in. You know, smash that like if you feeling the beat. You feeling what I'm working on. You vibing out with the channel. If there's something you don't understand, feel free to message me in the live chat or in the comments. I'll happily address anything you want addressed. But welcome, I appreciate you. Okay, so what is I doing now? Yeah, that's right. I gotta do a delay. I want to do something with some of the synths and whatnot. So we got this delay lead. So boom, it's gonna be like a simple quarter note, but we'll mess with it. We'll try the Oregon first. let's try maybe. Let's try this bridge section. See what happens with the funkadelic vibes. All right, so what the organ? Okay. Kind of pull back on the wet, a little bit more dry. Let's try it again. Let's see if there's anything else that's got the F on it. Okay, I got the F sound. It's the only, the funk lead's the only one that's got this delay here. I love that there's a sync option. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's see what happens when... I just want to see. That's kind of cool. Okay. Turn on the side chain for this. That's dope. So I got the release on 55 milliseconds on this, you know, it's just a stock compressor. And I like it around there because it's very subtle and it keeps the melodies and the music, the melodical part of the track in check. You can see in the gain reduction that it's doing a little bit of tucking, you know? And I do it for all of them. Like usually 55 milliseconds, you know, for the release, 0.04 milliseconds for the attack, 3-to-1 ratio. I mean, this is usually a really nice setting, and then you got like the threshold -20 and 2 dB in the output, you know. But I'll do it for like electric pianos, bells, leads, synthesizers, Moogs, all kinds of stuff. And for the bass, you know, I'll have it around 129 milliseconds of the release, and you can copy this setting right here. If you've got, you know, a compressor with the sidechain function, and if you've got somewhere close to this kind of a setup, feel free and try it yourself, you know, and let me know if it works for you. But it's nice to be able to sidechain the melodics part of it along with sidechaining the bass. You really want everything to kind of just be cohesive, balanced. And if it's too pumpy, just back off on the release and just kind of lessen it instead of boosting it. Alright. So why don't we add let's add some tape and saturation, because I love that shit. So, and normally I'll have the tape between the Shep's Omni channel. you know, and then like I'll just boost it. I like it like a rule of thumb is anywhere between 1 decibel to 3 decibels, and then I'll have it at the 16 track on the machine type, and the tape type is FG456, 30 IPS, and then I'll have the bias on normal, and I kind of just set it and forget it, you know, and then I'll just copy that, and then I'll just like do the same thing, just put it on here, you know. And what's gonna happen? It's like a boost in volume. So what I'm gonna do is this. About like 2 decibels. I just decrease the mix, you know, down like 2 dBs. Alright. And so that's that. And then I need, let's do some ozone. You know, I love the ozone imager to kind of get some of that spread. And I ain't afraid to add a little bit of that spread before the mastering. Like I'll mess around. And then, you know, it's just kind of boosted around like, you know, like around there, like 5.7 to like 8. You don't need to do too much. You just want a little. You want a little bit, just to kind of spread things around. So like here, you want it up here, or you're gonna have phase issues if you're down here. Kind of, yeah, like this is what you want, and you don't want red popping up here, then you have an issue. If you see like red notches peppering over here, that means it's too much output, like too much volume going into it. And normally what I'll do is I'll put like the ozone imager on a send bus or a return bus, however you want to call it, and then this way it helps alleviate having phase issues and the red to pop up here. And then you kind of adjust the wet and dry, and just trust your ears. And for the master bus, this is all I'll really have on it. You know, just this virtual mix bus. It just adds a little bit more weight. It boosts the volume a little bit more, and then I'll play with some of these different console types. But I just love the 4KE here. It's just a lot of sparkle and shine. You know, the 4KG is like a little bit more MIDI, like a little bit more mid-rangey, but I kind of like the sparkleness of the 4KE. And then like the USA and the Brit N, it's like a lot of low end. Like if you want to use it for drums and stuff, you can do that. It is a bit of a thump, a little bit of bassy in there, you know. But I feel like, you know, for a master bus, I just want the sparkle and shine. All that thumpage, anything extra I want for like that low end, I could do in the mastering, you know. Alright. Well, that's Bobby right there. Okay, so maybe we could mess around with the... See, like, I already added some drops here. And so maybe we can add some drops in the verse section. Like, it's your vision. something to the first verse and second verse as well. Okay. And this is my outro, you know? And I'm not afraid to like have it go long. The reason why I have it a little longer than usual is because it's like I want to give a gift to those who are listening to the track and want to freestyle over it at the end. You know? Because some people want to just rhyme at the end of it. So I'm just going to give you a little something at the end. Alright, so let's see what we can do on the first verse, see if there's any drops there that are available. So right, hold on. Let me set it up proper though. I'm gonna set the loop bar here, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it in like what 4-bar vibes like that. Boom, and we're just messing around with it. Maybe I should have done 2 bars instead of 4. Let's try that. I think that's what I need to do. Make it a little easier on myself. We'll try it again. We'll try it one more time. But let's rock out to the hook, you know. Yeah, what? Let's get it out. Alright. That's kind of cool. I like that. Second verse. Try that one more time, because I may not want that to come back in just yet. That's better. And doing stuff like this, messing around with it like that, you can really find the musicality in silence. This is epic, man. I'm really. Hey, what's good? What's good, Jam? Jam and peace. How you doing? How's your week been, bro? Right now, I'm just cooking up this track, arranging, just like trying to make sure that everything is dialed in. You know what I'm saying? So this is the bridge section. So we're just doing like drops and whatnot, seeing what, like how important the beauty is in silence. So we gotta do something to this third verse here. That's kind of cool. I like that though. So like, there we go. Welcome. If you're feeling this beat, slap a like. Support your boy. Appreciate y'all, yo. This. Alright. Yeah. That's cool. I'm vibing with that. And if you like this, man, hit that like, subscribe. You know, here we go. Here's the outro. Listen, it's important. It's important to have your outros correctly. I'll do the classic fade outs. I'll do fade outs. Some people will just end their shit abrupt, but some people will just end the tracks abruptly. For me, I don't play those games. I like my shit faded out, classic style, because I want you to ride off into the sunset. I don't want it to be some fucking abrupt cut off, unless the track calls for it. But some people kind of just being lazy and they don't know how to do the fade outs correctly. Some say fade outs are outdated, but I disagree. I grossly disagree. I emphatically disagree. So, like for instance, I'll play the outro again. And when you do the outro, you don't want it to end. You don't want to start the fade here, where I got my arrow here. You don't want it to start there. You kind of want to start it a little bit after. You want it to gradually go in. You see that? There's power there. Now, you can bring it down. And just kind of go down and just escalate, de-escalate things. And this allows your artist to be able to do either like an outro send off, or some will do them crazy like outro skits, or they'll do that Tupac shit at the end, like fuck you and your motherfucking mama, we out here, dog. Da, 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 da. Or some artists will just leave that shit open, and like for me, I like to leave that shit open. So, people in the car, fans, artists, whatever, whoever, they're gonna wanna rhyme on the outro. Don't sell yourself short. Give a little. They will appreciate that shit for real. All right. So, oh my god, that fucking whatchamacallit, the organ, dog. The organ is so sassy. But anyway, I'm feeling this track a lot. So we covered a lot. We cooked up a beat. It turned out dope as shit. I'm happy with it. I really love how, I really love this funk lead bridge section here. It just adds such a nice bridge style. It's just so nice. And don't underestimate the importance of a bridge. Like some will just do 4-bar, 8-bar verses, and then do like a 4-bar, 8-bar chorus, and then just end their track at 2 minutes. Like take your listener out on a journey, and I'll always preach that. Like I'll always, I'm gonna always tell you that, like give yourself some, some room to have fun and enjoy yourself. And so like I ain't afraid to do like 4 to 15 minutes, not 15 minutes, but like 4 minutes and 15 seconds to like 5 minutes. I think I've done like an 8-minute record one time, and like fully decked out intros, fully decked out outros with the skits and all, and and those are really fun. Like paint a picture, make a movie out of your song. Like are you gonna build an album? Like there's a difference between doing a single and then doing like an album or record. You got that single that you want on the radio, but then like do that album record, do the skits, do the outros, and fill out that record, fill out that song. I mean, that's what music is made for, is for you to just be creative, do not be lazy, and whatnot. There's so much you can do. Don't sell yourself short and whatnot. But I really love this beat. This beat's turned out banging. This is another banger and whatnot. And so we kind of just covered, we covered side chaining, group compression. Let me know if there's anything you don't understand, if you want me to cover on for next session and whatnot. I'm dropping episodes every Wednesdays, every Saturday. I know I was supposed to drop one last night, but I had a family thing, so that's why I'm doing the session today. And I got one that I'm going to be doing on Saturday with there's nothing stopping me from doing it on Saturday. So Saturday I'm doing another session. I'm contemplating on doing a session where it's got vocals on it. I got to see what I have. I really want to do one with vocals because I feel like it's been several episodes since I've done one. So I want to do some vocals. So I got something that I think will help fill that need. At least I need it. I need to do some vocals. I want to work on some vocals. So tune in, subscribe, and I'm gonna show you how to do hip hop vocals correctly and how to get the best out of them, because I got a killer technique that is going to elevate your mixing game when it comes to mixing down vocals and how to get that perfect, crispy, clean, just crunchy vibe, like vocal, like hip hop vocal, the ones that's gonna pop out in the mix right in front, and it's gonna sit right there on your mix, and it's not gonna be buried. It's just gonna be right there front and center. You don't have to worry about nothing. I'm gonna show you how that's done, because I think some folks, some engineers or some beat makers have a hard time trying to dial in those hip hop vocals, and I spent years perfecting that craft, just perfecting the perfect hip hop vocal, to mix it to perfection. And I will give you the keys to the kingdom so you can drive yourself to that level of success, I promise. So make sure you subscribed to First Week Beats so you don't miss that episode, because I'm going to be doing it tomorrow. I'm not tomorrow, I mean Saturday, sorry. So yeah, I thank you for tuning into First Week Beats, for real. And I keep saying that, for real. But I thank you for tuning into First Week Beats. I appreciate you and every one of you, all the new subscribers that's just tuned in. And I'm doing this every week, y'all. And whether you're in it for the music and the good vibes, or you want to learn something new, or you're just really interested in this type of stuff, like, welcome. I was about to say it again, for real. Welcome to First Week Beats. I'm happy to have you, and please keep tuning in, keep rocking with me. Help support this channel. We're just starting this community out, man, and I appreciate all the love that you guys have been giving me over the past few weeks, past couple months, and it really means a lot. So, all right, y'all. I gotta get up out of here, but I hope y'all enjoy this beat. You know what? Before I hop up out of here, why don't we listen to this beat all the way through, and just see how it all went down and just how it all unfolded, because I think this beat is dope as fuck. So let's play it one more time all the way through, and then we'll get up out of here. That's sick. I really like that organ. I didn't know if I was gonna keep that or if I was gonna switch that up, but that organ turned out cool. Here we go. Here we go. The drop. Yeah. Hey, let me know if y'all can rap on this. Let me know if you think you can drop bars on this type of track. That's sick. Here we go. Bridge. Man, I know I'll rip this. If I was rhyming on this, I'd rip this a brand new one. Hell yeah. I'm loving that. That's sick. Yeah, I really like this dramatic lead. Beautiful. It's so melodic too. Yo, it's like a weed song. I'm getting weed vibes. Yeah. This is something that I listen to if I was like blazing one up. Yeah. Yeah. I like this. Well, that shit turned out dope. I love it. I think it was really cool. I think that organ is fucking, it is hissy as hell, man. It's just like one of those things. You just have to like click mute when you're trying to talk. But anyway, I really like that organ, but I think the beat turned out dope. So that's that. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to First Week Beats. Tune in next time. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell to make sure that you are notified for every episode and new content that comes out that I drop weekly, Wednesdays and Saturdays. Thank y'all for tuning in to First Week Beats. I'm your host, the Rinnegan, and I hope y'all have a wonderful week and the rest of your weekend and enjoy the holidays. I think there's Easter or something coming up, or I know I'm out here in Sweden and there's like some Easter thing going on out here. So, anyway, I'm out. I hope y'all have a great rest of your evening. Peace out, y'all.